Hello everyone. Ngayon ay di-discuss ko sa inyo yung percentile and distribution sa inyong module. Di-discuss din natin dito kung paano gamitin yung t-table para mahanap ang t-value given ang sample size sa ating data. The t-distribution is also called the student's t-distribution. It's a family of distributions that look almost identical to the normal distribution curve, only a bit shorter and stouter. The t-distribution is used instead of normal distribution when you have small samples. Ang t-distribution ay ginagamit natin instead of normal distribution kung mababa lang yung ating mga samples. The larger the sample size, the more the t-distribution looks like the normal distribution. In fact, where sample size is larger than 20, the distribution is almost exactly like normal distribution. Ito yung illustration ng ating normal distribution at saka t-distribution. Yung red line dito is the t-distribution at saka yung white line is the normal distribution. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung t-distribution natin ay mas mababa kaysa dun sa normal distribution. Pero, mas malapad yung tails niya, yung dulo niya. Kumpara dun sa normal distribution, na flat na siya, na flatten na yung tails niya. Dito naman sa t-distribution, medyo malawak pa rin. Yung tails niya is more heavier. Yung peak or the highest point niya kumpara dun sa normal distribution ay medyo mababa. As the degrees of freedom increase, or sabihin natin yung degrees of freedom from the sample size increase, the t-distribution tends toward the standard normal distribution. Yung sample size natin ay tumataas, nag-increase. Ibig sabihin, yung ating t-distribution ay magiging mas identical siya sa normal distribution. Let us be familiar first with the following words. Number 1 is the degree of freedom. This refers to the maximum number of logically independent values which vary in the data sample. Percentile. This is a measure of position with data divided into 100 parts. Here is the t-table. Okay, yung dito sa ating column natin is the degree of freedom. Dito naman sa ating nandito sa right side is the area or the right-tailed area. Kung papansin nyo, parang pares lang siya doon sa z-table. And then, at the same time, pares din yung paggamit din dito. Para mas maintindihan natin, let's have an example. Example number 1. Identify the t-value whose number of samples n is equal to 7 and has an area of equal to 0.05. Number 2. Find the t-value whose degree of freedom is 20 and has an area of 0.01. Number 3. Identify the t-value of the following percentiles given the number of samples: A. 95th percentile and the sample size is 30. B is 90th percentile and the sample size is 20. Ito yung mga example na to is based dun sa mga modules ninyo. Explain ko lang kung paano yung solution dun sa modules nyo. Here's the solution sa number 1. To identify the t-value, identify first the degree of freedom using the formula df, or the degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1, where n is the sample size. Balikan natin yung number 1. Ang sample size dito sa number 1 is 7. df is equal to n minus 1 and df is equal to 7 minus 1. Then df is equal to 6. The degree of freedom natin is 6. In short, yung degree of freedom lang natin is binabawasan na natin ng 1 yung sample size. And then locate the t-value on the t-table using the degree of freedom and the area. Ito yan. The degree of freedom natin is 6. Hanapin lang natin dito sa ating column na pababa. Here's the 6, and then hanapin yung area naman natin doon. Ang sabi niya is an area of, sa number 1, 0.05. Hanapin natin yung area dito sa right-field area dito sa upper portion, yung 0.05. Be careful kasi dito merong 0.005 and then 0.005. Hanapin na natin yung binigay na area which is 0.05 and then find the intersection of 6 and 0.05. So ito siya, 1.943. So therefore, the t-value with sample size of 7 and has an area of 0.05 is 1.943. Next, number 2. So since the degree of freedom and the area are already given, so dun sa number 2, kung mapapansin natin, hindi sinabi na yung degree of freedom at saka yung area. Ang kailangan naman natin makita dito is yung degree of freedom and then the area. Since nabigay na doon, hanapin lang natin. Yung degree of freedom, yung sabi na doon, balikan ulit natin is 20. So hindi mo na kailangan siyang -1 kasi ang sinabi niya dito is degree of freedom, hindi siya samples. And the area is 0.01. So 20. So hanapin natin dito. So 20 tapos 0.01 sa taas naman. Ayun. And then find the intersection. Ayan, 2.528. So therefore, the t-value is 2.528. Number 3. The 95th percentile is the number where the 95% of the values lie below 8 and 5% lie above 8. So pag sinabi natin percentile, di ba? Percentile is below palagi. So 95% is below and then 5% above. So you want the right tail area. So pag sinabi mong right tail area, ibig sabihin ito yung nasa taas. So ang kukunin natin dito is yung 5% or the 0.05 na area. So move across the row, find the column for 0.05 and then locate the t-value using n is equal to 30 or the degree of freedom is equal to 29. Bakit 30 and 29 yan? Kasi doon sa given natin na sample size is 30 and then 95th percentile. So using the t-table natin, hanapin natin yung 29. Okay. So using the t-table, hanapin natin yung degree of freedom dito. Ating dito sa right side, so 20 left side rather, so 29, and then sa right tailed area natin is 0.05 which is dito, so intersection nila is 1.6. So hanapin natin yung degree of freedom na 29 and then the right tailed area which is 0.05. Yung ano natin dito, area natin 0.05, then the intersection, so 1.699. So therefore, the t-value corresponds to the 95th percentile and the sample size of 30 is 1.699. So ito siya. Next is letter B. The 90th percentile is the number where 90% of the values lie below it and 10% lie above it. So you want the right tail area to be 0.10 and then move across the row, find the column for 0.01, 0.10 rather, this is 0.10. Okay, na mali lang ng pag-input. And then locate the t-value using the n is equal to 20 or the degree of freedom is 19. So 19 sa degree of freedom and then 0.10 naman dito sa area. So find the intersection for 1.328. So therefore the t-value of 90th percentile with n is equal to 20 is 1.328. So that's all.